Hey, what's up, everybody? What is today? April 18th, Saturday, April 18th, 2015. Been working on the van again. I got all my bed painted up and installed. Get a little strip across the center here, screwed down, and that way I have a couple of hinges down in there, piano hinges. So I can lift up each side, access the area below for storage or whatever. And that can also act like a kind of like a lounge chair for two if you want. The back side lifts up also, and it goes up clear to the ceiling. Been working on some wiring. Got the fantastic fan hooked up, running. I got it on low right now just to run it for a bit and see how it works. Got a LED light installed right here, one in the back and one in the front. Got those turned on too just to see how they do with the battery and all. And those are installed on that little bump out that I built up there across the top to hide all the wiring and everything. I thought, heck, I'll just run the wires up through that area and run it down for those lights. In these compartments here, I'm going to run a switch that I can access, maybe mount it right down in here someplace. And then I'm going to run underneath the edge. I'm not sure, maybe on the sides or maybe across the front. I'm going to run LED strip lighting so that when I open this up I can flick the switch and light up the entire storage compartment. I'm going to do the same thing in the back. I bought a, I don't know, 30-foot strip of that stuff. I think it cost me all of $6 to get it shipped here from China. So that should be pretty cool. I have my trimetric monitor sitting up here. I just ran the wires down the edge of the box, down by the tire, the wheel well, because I'm still not sure exactly where I'm going to mount that. If I build a table or a cabinet or storage something here, I'll probably mount it on the side of that. So I ran my wires right up to that point right there. That way I can access it easily from this particular location in the inside the van. What else? Let me go in the back and show you. Let me shut this light off. And I'll show you some of the work I've been doing underneath the back hatch with some of the wiring and everything. Kind of a cold wintry day around here. Here's the back, but it's not raining or snowing, so that's good, I guess. At least not yet. Here's where I'm running some of those wires up through that piece up there for those two lights. And then eventually when I get done putting all the wires and everything in there, I'm going to put a cap on the back of this and paint it and seal that off. And I've got the power wires coming down here behind the siding and down, and they just go into the side of the box right there. And then for the negatives, I don't know if the lighting's good enough to see, but I mounted a negative bus bar down there to a ground that was already mounted there. I just took the bolt off and mounted it and drilled one hole and put another bolt on the bottom side. So I've got 6 points there that I can run grounding wire from. Probably way more than I'm going to need, but at least it's ground to the vehicle and it's ground. I'm going to tidy these wires up after I get everything done. But 2 grounding wires going up there for those lights and for the fan. And then underneath this back cabinet, I put a fuse box. You can see on the right hand side I've got all those wires connected together to make that entire box powered and all positive. I don't know, I think I paid about $8 for this fuse box, shipped. And when I got it, I realized that it didn't have a common side, so I'd have to run a separate power wire for every circuit there. I thought, well, I'll just build a little bracket or build a little harness. So on the bottom, that's coming directly from the battery, and it goes through over there underneath that red and green wire. It goes through that 80 amp main fuse, and then I put a wire coming off of that, which is a 4 gauge, and it goes to my inverter. I just have a cheap $45 Harbor Freight inverter. Let me shut that thing off. For what I'm going to do, I think that'll be more than enough, and that thing was cheap, so it uses about 0.3 of an amp just to be powered up, which is not too bad. It's a 750 watt Harbor Freight inverter. And then the negative from the inverter goes over to the shunt, so that anything that comes through the inverter is accounted for on the trimetric monitor. Tightened up the wires a little bit. I still have some more work to do, and I'm going to hang these up and get them up and out of the way. And then there's the charge controller. And a couple positive wires coming out there. The one on the top, it's feeding my LED lights, those 2 lights. The one on the bottom feeds the fan. And that green wire going out the back side of the box there, that's 8 gauge. I just had some left over from running the solar power, so I ran a common ground from the shunt through that sidewall back down through here and connected it to the body with a bolt. Cleaned the paint off of that spot there and put a terminal on the end of it and a 1/4 inch bolt through there, so that everything is grounded to the framework, and then from here on out, any lights or anything that I connect, I can actually just ground them right to the frame. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. Keeping busy. It's coming along. I'm ready to put the bed on here now, or the mattress. Well, almost ready. This open end right here across the back and across the front, I'm going to put a board across here. It sticks up about 3 or 4 inches. The mattress is 8 inches thick, and then that way when I lift up the ends, the mattress doesn't slide off of the other side. Doesn't want to slide down. We'll see how that works out. I still haven't quite figured out exactly how I'm going to do that. That's why that's kind of still unfinished. But these bed frames with those piano hinges worked out really nice. I can have all kinds of room back here, lots of storage, good access to the battery box, and it's coming along pretty nice. Alright guys, I'm going to get off of here and get back to work, and if I get any additional progress tomorrow on Sunday, I'll try to post up a video and show you guys how I'm coming along. Hope you all have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you later.